welcome to Hug number 8. Welcome to Lupo Digital. Welcome to our users group. We are going to be, for the next 30 minutes, talking about conversational marketing for people in a sales environment. Our previous Hugs have covered a variety of topics, but they do intervene and relate to each other from a strategic sales perspective. Okay, so we're just going to get onto the agenda. In the first instance, we'd like to define conversational marketing. We're going to look at the audience. We're going to look at key elements, benefits. We're going to unpack to some extent how conversational marketing fits into inbound marketing and why it's so important to inbound marketing. We're going to then unpack just an approach. How can we customize an approach to inbound marketing and conversational marketing in particular? And then we're going to wrap up with some Q's and A's right at the end. Alrighty. So just a bit about myself. So my name is Michael Wolf. So I'm one of the co-founders and directors of Lupo Digital together with Glenn Miller. So just by way of background, I've set up and run B2B organizations and sales teams prior to Lupo, and even prior to digital, prior to internet, prior to inbound marketing. And what we found, and what I've certainly found, is that the principles of managing and working in sales teams from a strategic perspective remain the same. So we're going to unpack that in a little bit of detail as well. All righty, let's get into it, guys. Probably the first thing, as I mentioned earlier, is let's define conversational marketing. So there are several definitions, but the one that we find most pertinent is the ability to have one-on-one personal conversations across multiple channels, meeting customers how, when, and where they want, and basically all at the same time. So what we find, it gives customers personalized value that they're looking for and allows organizations to scale while saving time and resources. We've also found that through conversational marketing and therefore through live chat, chatbots, social monitoring, in particular, it's possible to promote genuine conversations and real relationships. And ultimately, the goal we find is to enhance users' experience with minimal friction. Alrighty. Just moving on. If we look at the audience of conversational marketing, as per the previous slide, we are looking to meet customers how, when, and where they want. And really with conversational marketing, because it's real time, there's no inferring or guessing, like web traffic, quite frankly. So the audience of conversational marketing is generally much more insightful than other channels. And they'll tell you in their own words how they want to interact in real time with your organization. And just unpacking key elements, if we look at these one by one. So conversational marketing happens in customer time. So as opposed to traditional inbound marketing, where it's a static conversation going backwards and forwards, it happens asynchronously in real time, meaning conversations should occur whenever the customer prefers. It's on the customer's timeline, when and where they want, quite frankly. And because conversations happen on customers' time, they need to be scalable. Customers don't care if you're talking to 50 people, 500, or even 5,000 all at the same time. They only care about the issues that they want to be solved on their timeline. And then conversations should also happen on channels that best suit your customers. People don't want to be forced into a channel, forced to call, forced to SMS, or forced to email, quite frankly. Alrighty, so I think now's a really good time just to unpack where conversational marketing fits into inbound marketing. So if we look at the definition, or one definition of inbound marketing, and there are several, but what we find is a good definition is it strategically provides valuable content aligned to the needs of your target market. Okay. Now, conversational marketing is just a component or integral or a piece of inbound marketing. It's one of the tools of inbound marketing, but it allows you to have one-on-one conversations at scale. And we see this throughout the customer lifecycle stage, whether you're talking to strangers, visitors, leads, customers, or even anybody looking to promote your organization. We can have these one-on-one conversations, and provides value to your audience and meets them where they are. And this is something we stress over and over again. And really, you can use conversational marketing to allow people to initiate conversations, they initiating the conversations, and again, where they want, when they want, and how they want, giving them absolute control. This is very, very important. Alrighty, so we're just going to talk about an inbound approach to conversational marketing. So in the first instance, it's probably worthwhile to stress that developing a conversational marketing strategy can take time. And here's some tips for building a conversational marketing strategy. And these are factors that you definitely should be keeping in mind and in consideration. Okay, so when speaking with a customer or prospect, the conversation should be personalized with relevant shared knowledge, okay? Personalized details make the conversation feel more natural and can help get to the root of the issue as quickly as possible, okay? From a contextual perspective, conversations that have context not only improve the end user experience, but they help minimize misunderstandings and get straight to the heart of the issue again. Context is necessary to help answer the right questions at the right time in the best possible way. If we're looking to empathize, it's really important to empathize with issues first before moving forward to providing a solution. So really, are we on the wavelength of our customer? Do they feel that we hear them? And then look to provide a solution. Don't go into solutions mode if we just don't understand what their pain point really is. And it really just strategically always looking to optimize for one-on-one conversations. Alrighty, so let's just move on to benefits. And there are numerous benefits, and I'm not going to go into these in huge amount of detail unless you'd like me to. But broadly speaking, what we're looking to do is to improve the experience of the customer, ultimately improve conversion rates or increase them. We want to free up support queues. We want to make it a lot simpler for staff to do their job. We want to be available 24/7, really. One-on-one conversations using conversational marketing and automation and chatbots really allow for 24/7 customer service provision. Because of these one-on-one conversations, we get to know our customers on a more profound level, and it enables us, or empowers us to humanize the brand, which is obviously an ultimate goal. Alrighty, so if we just look at some examples, probably the most prevalent and obvious example and widely used are chatbots on websites or landing pages or microsites. And this can be a live chat or a bot linked to a knowledge base or an FAQ, or simply a bot providing a callback service. So in these examples, depending on the pain point in your product stage of the life cycle, it could be anything. I'm happy to help. Got any questions? What can I help with you today? Would you like to talk to a person? If they're looking at the bottom of the funnel to purchase, they're on there's a form that they're looking to complete, or they're looking to purchase via e-commerce, having difficulty purchasing, having difficulty completing the form. These are great examples. This example here in the middle, which is, got any questions? I'm happy to help. What can I help you with today? That's linked to a knowledge base. So what we build in the back end of our automation is an FAQ and knowledge base with keywords. And you could have hundreds and hundreds of FAQs with tags or keywords. And whatever keyword your visitor types into the chat will bring up questions and answers specific to their pain, specific to the keyword. So that's an awesome example of a really powerful chatbot and conversational marketing. Social media chat doesn't always have to be for sales purposes. A great example is the WHO, or the World Health Organization. So we've seen where they've used it to provide information as a not-for-profit in a very natural and fun way. And for example, they teamed up with WhatsApp, who paired up with COVID. I beg your pardon. They teamed up with WhatsApp to get COVID information to their target audience. So instead of their target market just being pushed content via news articles, blogs, emails, they were invited to ask questions in real time on WhatsApp. And that was a beautiful example. Specifically for sales, a great example is Amazon at checkout, where as you're at checkout, they ask questions like, would you like me to add this to your Amazon cart? It's almost like having your own personal sales rep at checkout, quite frankly. Okay, so I think that's broadly where we're up to with conversational marketing. Yeah, so just as a summary, it's probably worthwhile mentioning a few points. Number one, conversational marketing is not an alternative to inbound, but it's very much an integral part of inbound marketing. And whereas the inbound buyer journey can take weeks, months, and sometimes in some B2B instances, even years, conversational marketing allows you to target your marketplace, your target market, and allows them to decide in real time how and when they would like to interact, and can significantly shorten the buyer cycle. The buyer chooses to go straight to the bottom of the funnel in many, many instances. It's a delightful way for customers to get answers to their pain points or their questions. It's a great way to gain valuable insights about your target market and customers, and an awesome way to build relationships. Alrighty. So I suppose any questions at this stage? Christian, have you got any thoughts or questions?
Yeah, I was looking a little bit on the internet. I think I saw in the news one time that WhatsApp is starting this new model where they're trying to monetize specifically, um, uh, for businesses to communicate with customers and things like that. It's what they used to do with S&M, and I think you touched on that a little bit. I just wanted to know, a little bit of
Sure.
maybe an
Yeah.
update on that. I don't know if it is
Yeah.
here in
Yeah.
New Zealand, for example.
Yeah. No, it's a great question, Christian. So let me ask you a question before answering your question. Which marketing, are you familiar with any marketing automation platforms, or are you currently using any marketing automation platforms?
Just hotspot, yeah.
Yeah. So HubSpot is our go-to. We're a HubSpot Diamond partner as well.
Hmm.
So yeah, look, relatively recently, HubSpot have a native integration into WhatsApp, especially in terms of the communal inbox as well. And what you can do is you can set up a WhatsApp company channel and integrate that into HubSpot. I don't believe, as far as I'm aware, there's any costs involved from a WhatsApp perspective, but you can certainly integrate WhatsApp as a channel into HubSpot. You create a WhatsApp company profile or account, okay? And then there's this native integration that'll beautifully integrate WhatsApp into your conversations, into your conversation inbox as well.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't know that. I'll look
yeah,
more into it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Thank you. Nimrod, so any further questions that you've got? Anybody else?
Yeah, I have a quick question. Do you need a Marketing Pro license for some of the features you've mentioned throughout throughout the hug?
Great question again, Nimrod. So the answer is no. So just for absolute clarity, HubSpot have several platforms. The core platforms are marketing, sales, and service, amongst others. And within these platforms, there are different license tiers ranging from free to starter to professional and enterprise. And conversational marketing and chatbots are applicable and available within the free license. So that's really good news. So, they sometimes gate some features like workflows and automation behind Pro and Enterprise. But in this instance, I'm really happy to say that the free license provides access to conversational marketing tools and the conversation inbox. So that's really good.
That's
Chatbots in particular.
That's
Yeah.
great news. Great to know. Thank you very much, Michael.